Hi, welcome back. Today we will discuss how to deal with blocks of bytes and blocks of goods. First, let us see an A086 program. To copy a block of bytes. First, let us declare the data segment, my data. I need two blocks. I'm calling the first block as B1, defined by its values are 0, 1, 10, 12 and 15. I'll be copying B1 to the block B2. Defined by let the block size be 10. Duplication, and I'm filling it with zeros. Then how many numbers I have in B1? It is 4, so value is 4, and it is the end of my data. Okay, then my code begins. My code begins. The first statement should be assume cs colon my code, that is I'm telling the assembler that my code segment is the segment named my code and my data segment is the segment named my data. Then the label for the first executable instruction, it is move ax comma my data move ds comma ax. I'm initializing the data segment. Next, I want to take the values one by one from block 1 and copy it to block 2. For that purpose, I am moving my SI, comma SI means the source index register, offset of B1. Now my SI register will be pointing to the block named B1, and I am pointing my DI register, destination index register, to the block B2. Okay, let us see what is offset. Okay, let us discuss what is offset. Suppose this is a data segment, block 1 DD 1, 2, 3, 4, this data is one. Then block 2 DD 20 and 30. Then here suppose number of elements is something 4. Okay, and it will be like this in memory. Variable name is nothing but name given to a memory location. So this is B1 and here it is B2, then M. So B1 starts here, first data is 01, second data 02, the third data 10 it is 0A, then fourth data 15 it is 0F. Then B2 starts, B2 first data is 20, it is 0.14 and 30 it is 1e, then your n it is 4. Okay, then we need the offset of B1. Okay, suppose we want to point our SI register to B1. Okay, for this we will do move SI comma offset of B1. Okay, what is the offset of B1? See, offset is nothing but a displacement. Okay, so it is what is the distance to that variable from the beginning of the data segment, or what is the distance to that variable from the first byte of the data segment. Since B1 uses the first byte of this data segment, its displacement is 0. So this displacement is 0. This displacement of this byte is 1, 2, is 3, and it is 4. So when you use move SI comma offset of B1, SI ratio will be 0, 0, 0, 0. See, in 8086 all ratios are 16 bit. Then what about move DA comma offset of B2? That is, we want to point DA register to B2. See, offset of B2, the displacement of B2 from the beginning is 1, 2, 3, 4. So DI will be stored 0, 0, 0, 4. 0, 0, 0, 4. This is the concept of offset. Okay, now SI ratio points to the block B1 and DI ratio points to the block B2. Next, let us write the statements which will copy the values one by one from block 1 to block 2. For that purpose, I am using an instruction loop. It will iterate the statements until the CX register becomes 0. The content of CX value will be decremented by 1 automatically. So I'll be moving the count of bytes, that is 4. I'm keeping it in CL register, that is n. The value of n is stored in CL. Since CX register is involved in this instruction execution, so I should maintain CH as 0. And now CX register, now CX register contain 0, 4 or 0, 0, 0, 4, this value. Okay, then I have to take the first byte from B1 and put it in block B2. So I am taking the first byte of B2 to my DL register. Okay, DL comma content of the location pointed by SI. Now after execution of this instruction, DL will be containing the value 0, 1. That is, now SI points to the first data of B1 block 1 and it will be moved to DL register. Now I can move the content of DL register to the location pointed by my DI register, the destination index. Okay, so now a byte is moved from B1 to B2, from first location of B1 to first location of B2, first location of B1 to first location of B2. Okay, then how many times I should do this? And after moving one byte, I have to increment the SI and DI. So I should point to the next byte. So INCSI, INCDI, then I'll be applying the loop instruction for the next byte. Loop next. That means it should be here. So this will be iterated. For every iteration, CX content will be decremented by 1 automatically. Remember, it is CX register. Now it is time to stop the program. So as usual, move AL comma return go and AH comma for CH, or I can write move AX comma for C 00H. 4C will go to AH register and 00 will go to AL register. Then INT to 1H calling DOS interrupt 21. I can INT my code and physical end of the program, then label of the first executable instruction. Now the program is over. Its name is blockcopy.asm, file name. Okay, I will start a new copy of DOSBox. Mounting my folder to y colon C colon slash tasm is my folder, and I'm moving to y. Then okay, let us check it is there or not. Block copy dot okay, my blockcopy.asm is there. I'm translating it. tasm/tasm.exe blockcopy.asm is translated without an error. Next stage is linking y colon slash tasm slash link.exe my blockcopy.obj. there is link. Next is using the turbo debugger, because on our program we have not instructed to print something on the screen. So y colon slash tasm slash turbo debugger, to which I am passing my executable file. I'll be getting this screen. Okay, let us check the data segment. That is, we have two blocks B1, B2 and one byte variable en. Okay, data was 1, 10, 12, 15. Okay, let us check the dump. Running the program. F7. Oh, sorry. Data segment should be initialized. Okay. Now let us see the memory area. Okay, you can see first data is 0, 1. Second data is 10, it is 0A. 12, it is 0C. Then 15, 0A. And the next byte is 00. Those 10 bytes we have initialized, and it goes for next block B2. Okay, let us close this and start the execution of the program. See the SI content, it is 00 now. We are executing that instruction, and DI, it will be initialized with 04 now. Did you understand why did this DI fill with 0004? That is the offset of block B2. That is, block B2 is 4 bytes away from the beginning of the data segment. That is, it is 4 bytes away from the first byte of the data segment. Okay, now CL will be initialized. Okay, you can see CX carries the value 0004. Then now I am moving the first data, it is 01. You can see you can watch the DL part of DX register. See, it is filled with 01. Then it is moved to see the increment in SI and DI. See the looping. Third data, and this is fourth data. Now CX became 0. Now the program is going to terminate. Let us check the dump. Sorry, it is the execution is over. Let us execute it once again. Okay, it is copying the data. Now it is over. Let us check the dump. See, it is repeating here 01, 0A, 0C and 0F. So block B1 is copied to block B2. Okay. Next, let us see how can we do the same with SIC. Let us see the SIC program to copy a block of bytes. See, str1 is the block of bytes which we are copying to str2. Now str1 is a string constant whose length is 11, means there are 11 characters. See, str2 is declared as byte. Its block size is a byte variable whose block size is 11 bytes. Okay, so we can store 11 characters in this. 0 is declared as a constant whose value is 0, word constant whose value is 0. 11 is declared as a word constant whose value is 11. And see the first instruction LDX 0, it loads the index register X with value 0. The next instruction LDCH, that is load character to accumulator from str1 using register content of X as the index. Now register X carries value 0, so it will be loading or accessing the byte with index 0. Then STCH is storing the accumulator content to str2 using register X as index. Now the register content is 0, so the first character of str1, now in accumulator, it will be stored in the first byte of str2. Then comma X means it is using indirect addressing. Then the instruction TIX, it performs two things. First, it will increment the register content by 1. Then it will compare the new value against the constant specified along with the instruction. Here the constant specified along with the instruction is 11. Now the content of X is 1 and 1 is less than 11. So the program execution will move to the instruction labeled next. The instruction labeled next is LDCS. So it will load the next character to the accumulator. And this way, this program completes the copying of all these 11 characters from str1 to str2.